a huge update and a major tweak. So, we're going to start with what it says about the update. So, here's some new features. They added a magnifying glass for the sheriffs, where you can inspect gravestones to reveal the murderer's footprints and information about how the player was eliminated. And you can also inspect the area around you to reveal traps placed by the murderer. They also added bucks with an X, a new currency that spawns around the map, and your bucks stays in between rounds. So you can have 1 bucks in one round, and then in the next round it can have one. You still have that one. Then if you get another one, you have two. Then in the next round you still have two. If that makes sense. And so they added the buck store so you can use the bucks. And so a shady merchant can be found on each map. There's a shady merchant can be found between maps, selling various items in exchange for bucks, depending on your role. Here's some items that can be purchased by the murderer. A trap. A placeable trap that, when stood on by an innocent, temporarily traps him in place. And then there's Gravestone Smasher, allows you to destroy a gravestone of your choice. Player Sonar briefly spawns locator beacons on each player, Imposter Tome changes your skin to throw innocents off your scent. Decoy Zapper places a fake zapper in your hotbar, my personal favorite. And then the knockback Nemo is in Murder Mystery, a one-time use that can knock the player back. Like a normal knockback. Why did I go this way? And then here are some items that can be purchased by the innocents and the sheriff. So there's body armor, a one-time use chestplate that blocks a single attack. There is knockback Nemo, which is the same. Decoy player spawns a fake player and alerts you if it's killed by the murderer. The flash camera temporarily stuns surrounding players with a bright light. And coarse fruit teleports you to a random location. As you can see, I just picked up some bucks. And this is a new map. But we'll talk about that later. And then there are some changes. They added a micro hub, like I showed you at the start. They added a challenge board and challenge merchant, complete unique objectives that reward challenge medals, which can be exchanged for exclusive cosmetics. They added a UI indicator showing how much numbers of coins you need for your one-shot bow. That was pretty useful. They added unique death sounds per elimination type, like just sword, throwable, stuff like that, accidental murder. And they improved gravestone investigation, so it's better. And they added gravestone messages revealing how each player was eliminated for the sheriff, not for innocents. And some unlocks are innocent. Some unlocks are they added a new Zapper unlock category, which I will be buying something for that category, and I died. And added custom murder weapons, all of which you can buy in the murder mystery packs. And then there's new maps are Sunny Acres and Tomb, both of which I think you've seen. And then they did some bug fixes where they fixed a bug where a bug that prevented people from fixed a bug that prevented armor keys from being picked up when a player was standing on them for Castletown. And fixed a rendering bug with the tents in Nectar Lake. And then a developer note that they added was, when we originally announced this update, we mentioned an accompanying LTM, limited time mode, We know some of you have been waiting for it, and we want to be upfront about where things stand. Over the last year, our significant portion of our team's focus has shifted towards our upcoming MMO server, Skyblock Horizons. As a result, development time for the LTM was limited, and it ultimately didn't meet the quality standards we hold ourselves to. Rather than ship something that didn't feel right, we decided to hold it back. We haven't shelved it for good, and we want to revisit it later down the line. But we're sorry you won't be part of this release, and we appreciate your patience and understanding. We still hope you have plenty to enjoy the update in itself. And now for the patch notes number 1. Okay, so for the bucks, they increased the buck spawn rate because it was very hard to get bucks. Then they increased the max bucks per round from 20 to 30. Pretty big increase. And now, bucks grant 10 XP when collected. As you see, look at it go up. It went up. And they tweaked some costs for bucks. The body armor used to cost 8. It now costs 6. The coarse fruit used to cost 4. Now it costs 2. The decoy player used to cost 4. Now costs 2. The flash camera used to cost 5. Now costs 4. And the knockback Nemo used to cost 6. Now costs 5. And then they did some stuff for the challenges. The daily challenges now grant 5 bucks on completion. They balanced a subset of daily challenges. The I voted 25 map votes. They switched it to 5 map votes. There's one called Snoopy, which is 10 gravestone investigations. Now switched to 3 gravestone investigations. Then there was Snack Time, which is 10 vending machines. It is now 3 vending machines. I still don't really understand that one. But there should be new challenges. Let's see if we have any of that. Oh, we have Bling King, which is collect 5 super coins. There's use of flashlight for 120 seconds and turn off the lights and backflips. Which I think means, like, if you don't complete one, it stays there the next day, but your progress is reset? Question mark. There was Finders Keepers, which was find 10 bucks. It is now find 5 bucks. There's Money Bags, which was spend 50 bucks. It is now spend 10 bucks. And they modified the That's Lit challenge from having it have to be 2 minutes to counting seconds. So, and it's now still 120 seconds. And they did some changes and some bug fixes. There's some changes were double the XP gaining from collecting coins from 2 XP to 4 XP. They increased the volume of death sounds. They changed the gravestone smasher from a single-use item to 3 uses. And reverted the old drop sheriff magnifying glass asset to the old one. So it looked different yesterday, and now it looks new. And they did bug fixes where they fixed an issue where the bow counter UI showed the incorrect coin count. They fixed an issue where the knockback Nemo didn't work as intended. They fixed an issue where the player sonar wasn't removed after use. And they fixed an issue that caused interactables to show usage particles before they were usable. And then they did add 4 little packs to change your game with zappers, gravestones, swords, and thuribles. I'll go quickly scroll up to see what they... So there's the Spooky Pack, which has the murder weapon, is a Soul Scythe. That's the one I'm planning on buying. They have a Zapper, which is a Ghost Vacuum. They have a Gravestone from the Grave. And they have Thurible Skulk Flame. Then for Kawaii, they have a murder weapon is a Katana. Zapper is a Cat Cannon. Gravestone is a Swim-a-lotl. An Axolotl, which I'm sure Ponty will love. Then they have a Thurible Shooting Star. Then for the Galactic Pack, it's the sword is Plasma Strike, which looks a lot like a lightsaber if you ask me. They have a Zapper, which is an Astral Blaster. They have a Gravestone, which is a Star Scanner. And a Thurible, which is a Starship. Also looks pretty dang cool. So I might buy that one too. Then for the last one, there is a Dragon Pack. Murder weapon is Scorch Fang. Zapper is Zapper is Dragon's Breath. Gravestone is Dragon Statue. And Thurible is Dragon Flight. That is everything with the murder mystery. And also there's a hub hunt in the micro hub. So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you want me to make a video about where everything is in that hub, like where you get the stuff, I can do that too. So we're just gonna do this last game. And yeah. And also, if you want to give your boy Train, maybe maybe one of those, preferably Dragon or Spooky. I mean Galactic or Spooky. That is always a viable option, you know. It's 4 gift tokens. You just do /gift. You put in like what you want to give me. And then you put in as the username as PurviesTrain79. So that is oh, okay. So that is everything. Oh, there's blues. Let's try to get a screening. If he doesn't keep running. Alright. That is the end of this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, make that bell ring so you don't miss another one. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.